Good morning. It is 8:53 on Tuesday the 29th. Um, this morning I got 7 hours of sleep, which is great. So that is improving. I put a air purifier in my room, hoping that added value, which seems like it did. Sleep scores up. So this morning, the three things I'm grateful for. One, I am grateful for Nicole over at the HVAC company for a property. This is the first time I dealt with her, talked to her. I've got a property that the contractor didn't do anything with the heating system and the AC. And when I went to try to turn it on after they rehabbed the house, nothing was working. Um, Especially from the AC, I tried breakers and stuff, but she was actually able to get someone out literally for me within an hour. So I talked to her a bit about what I do, who I am, shot the shit, and then she was like, you know what, I got somebody I can get you. So she got someone out in about an hour, and that was, the guy went in there, was like, yeah, they messed up the wiring. I fixed the wire, and honestly, this system works really, really well. So that worked out really good. I am grateful for one of my clients, Jen. She was able to get me set up in New Jersey with their company, which I talked about briefly. She, how great she was, and she's always helpful and looking out for me. Well, she basically told the vendor desk, like, all these other things you're asking this guy to do, he's already done this for the other state. Like, just push this through. So it literally saved me probably 3-4 hours worth of time, which is wonderful. And the last thing, um, in this case, person I'm grateful for is a friend of mine, Jesse. Jesse Zagorski, who's out there in Cali. Jesse reached out yesterday to see if I want to come to get together in Disneyland in your neck of the woods. As fun as that sounds to some degree, one, uh, Disney's a little bit too woke for me lately, and I'm not interested in spending money to go to that place. Um, love Disney and loves historically what they stood for, but that stuff is a little bit too far, um, leaning a different direction than I do. So I don't want to. I choose to not put any time or effort into that. However, the thing with Jesse is, because he asked me to do this, I was like, yeah, I don't have a real ID and passport and stuff, so I can't fly. Well, I kept putting that off, and I actually would have probably never realized till it was too late. I've got to get that set up so that I can fly, So, one, for future stuff, but two, obviously I got the 5 star that's going to come up in September. I've got to be ready for that. Um, so yeah, so that was grateful for that because I've got to get on that and put that right back in front of my face. So, what am I excited about? I am excited about closing this property today for Fanny, so that is gonna get off my plate. And I'm excited to submit last few little bills. I'll probably get 12 to 14,000 bucks there, so that'll be taken care of. I am excited to see my mom here. Probably Thursday or Friday. We talked last night, so we're gonna get together for dinner, and I'm excited to sit down with her, um, and just focus on us. You know, she got together with my sister and brother and some shit yesterday. Then she calls me afterward, telling me what a shit show it was and how um, they're talking, whispering behind her back and trying to make her feel stupid, and it just sickens me what those two individuals are like. Like, I want nothing to do with them, um, and I'm so glad that I am the person I am because I don't take none of that shit. And the guy that my mom was with, Brian, he more or less said to my mom, "You're lucky your son didn't come because he probably would have went fucking bananas on your son and daughter, and probably told your daughter's husband a thing or two about what he thinks, who he is, and how much of a pussy he is." Which I've never met the guy. Was invited to their wedding, and I said, "Yeah, I'm not interested." Chances are you'll have another wedding at some point you're going to want me to come to with someone else again. So I'm not interested in going. So that's kind of how that played out. So those are the things that I am excited about. Um, did I? I'm sorry. It's eye booger uh, time. So did I? So closing with Fanny. Oh, and lastly, there's one more excited about. I didn't do three. I am excited about um, the smiles. Hmm. And causing contagious smiles today. And I can be excited about that because honestly, yesterday I did some manifesting with bringing the right people in my life, but I realized like I get excited about just smiling at somebody like that I feel something towards. I can't say connection, but hi, how you doing? Or saying something, funny or just randomly coming out of nowhere, somebody I don't even know, and just sparks a conversation, and they smile and laugh, and I like that. That excites me. It does excite me. Makes me feel good. So making me feel good inside and exciting, I'm thinking they're pretty close to the same thing. So that I'm actually excited for. Manifesting, the manifestation of the magic money and the additional 10 grand over these next 90 days is there. It's going to play in the constant. I close my eyes and think about it and call it into existence. I'm doing that on a daily basis. Whether I feel like it or not, sometimes I try to make sure I'm in the right place to do that. Um, I don't think negatively. I don't ever think it's not going to come. No, I'm feeling much better about staying positive about these things and putting that positive energy out to the world. Second, um, manifesting the with the business, um, just being at ease and being okay with where the current business is and not putting negative energy into the I hate, I'm not interested, da, 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 da. I'm manifesting that I'm okay with where things are and where things need to go and bringing into existence the understanding of what I have to do to get me to where I need to go here, to be who I'm supposed to be, to be doing what I'm supposed to be doing. It's going to be a transition. It's not going to be a cold turkey cut. So I'm manifesting being okay with all that. And lastly, um, really owning the universe conspiring in my favor. That is such a good thing. And I literally manifest on that. The universe is conspiring in my favor. And I just visualize how, why, what. Like just overall good feelings. So that's where I'm at. Love you. Talk to you soon.